links, off, seat, links, reverse, links. Yes.
All right, what you just saw there was the latest exercise that we just taught Khaleesi's. We've been putting Khaleesi up on YouTube lately with all the new exercises that we've been teaching her on her journey to being an elite protection dog. So this is the latest step that we just taught her. I'm going to take you down a little bit here on the steps that she's been going through to get her prepped for the process of all the advanced protection skills that she's going to have to learn later. Now we're doing this to have all her muscle memory and exactly how she's supposed to do things in advance of going into her protection skills. Khaleesi's, I think, about 8 months old now. So we have a little bit left still before she goes through real protection training. But as early as possible, you're trying to get all the skills that she'd be doing in protection down so that she's fluent, and it's going to be very simple and easy to guide her and help her maintain those positions when she goes into high aggression, which is going to change the game a lot when we cross over to that using the sleeves and suits. So the first step that we had Khaleesi's learn was her walking backwards next to the owner, together facing the same direction. Which leads to protection later of the first step of the decoy coming, the dog staying with the owner with no leashes on, and holding that position as they try to get out unless the decoy touches. The next skill was teaching Khaleesi's how to circle the body in reverse on cue.
Say shield, right?
And not just one time, but multiple times.
Good shield. Good shield. Shield.
There.
Shield.
Because we're getting the skill, the muscle memory of how to do it, and then we want the endurance. So we ask for many in a row to get the mind to learn that it's possible. It could be many times that the dog will have to spin around when it comes into protection work. And it would look like this in protection.
Good boy. 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 Good boy.
All right. Good.
And then the next step, which is the latest skill we taught her, was the opposite. And they're very different exercises. But you have to start with the previous ones to get this one well. So the difference now with this one, Khaleesi's now has to be in front of the owner in the beginning, the decoy later, and walk backwards pretty much on a straight line with no body help. There's nothing to guide it. So it's holding itself completely straight without anything to guide it on the sides or help the body. So it was a very difficult, complex task. And she picked it up very quickly. This is actually our first day really doing this with her. But because we have the previous exercises, it made this one very quick for her. Now, the ball that the owner's holding is mimicking our decoy. So the ball becomes the focus of later, which would be the decoy in front of her, pushing into her, and her holding her straight line. But now the owner is facing the opposite way. The dog now is heeling backwards and facing the opposite way. So the owner and the dog's facing that way, guarding the owner's back. And as the owner goes away, the dog stays facing forward at the decoy, making sure that the aggressor cannot attack the back. So that's why this step is the next one, and it's probably the most difficult one of all, because of there's no body help in the beginning while we're teaching it. So that's why we're using the ball as the focus, is to teach the dog how to stay on track, control itself, not to touch the ball while the ball is here. And believe me, you got to watch yourself with her with this ball when it comes out, because she loves this ball. So she has to stay focused and not try to lunge at the ball while the ball is being moved into her. Keep her focus, keep her speed and her bounce, her legs, and while trying to stay straight at the same time. And then you see we go for more endurance. Going from short bursts, quick, now you want to start adding more endurance and length. And then you'll see the ball being hung up and kind of dangling, but Khaleesi's can't just come in and jump at the ball. She has to learn that she's got to hold her position, keep flowing until we let the ball go, and then she can go after it. So there's a lot of things happening that might not appear to the eye.
Right, and then you can just drop it to her. Right, then, right.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Right, so it's very complex. But these are the steps that you should go through if you want smoothness and, in the end, very high level protection skills and with no leashes on.
Good.
Go for it. Yeah.
Good. Yes.
The next thing you see here when she learns these things, now with these dogs, we're doing combinations. You'll see maybe a half circle, and then we go into the owner walking and moving. So we're switching from the circling the dog had learned around the body, and then going right into, in the same sequence, the owner leaving and the dog guarding the back with the walking behind to protect the back. And then here we did the same thing with this dog, and we just kind of threw some things in here and there around the backward walking. While he's walking, now she goes around again with a decoy in motion now. So you see the combination happening here, and then not until the decoy touches can she bite. So there's a lot of prep work and a lot of steps that go into elite dogs having very high level skills that can do anything in any scenario that's being thrown at you. They can handle, they know how to do. You're covered in all bases when protection dogs have these skills. But word of advice, if you want these kind of skills, I would start as early as possible and continue to grow those skills at least until a year old or up, depending on the breed of dog you have. It's going to help you so much in protection and making things easier in the long run. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Till next time, I'm your Dog Whisperer.